Dr. Phil seems nice on the surface, but in reality, he's not the best. Today I'm going to cover why Dr. Phil is considered evil by some of his guests. Welcome back to Film Vert, let's get into the video. Being rude for ratings. There are times when Dr. Phil just lost it with his guests and couldn't stop himself from making fun of these people. This behavior of his comes out whenever the guest throws such foolish attitude when it truly triggers him. Everyone had something in common, and that was lack of common sense. They come up with the show to get famous or something. Dr. Phil is considered to be a professional and people consult him for mental health. He, on the other hand, makes fun of them for his show's ratings. This is why he's considered to be evil by some of his guests.
And you're going to have to figure this out. I don't think this is an evil.
Sarah Abraham. She became a reality TV star and rose to fame because of an MTV show, Teen Mom. She appeared on the Dr. Phil show with her mother following her arrest. She was apprehended because she was driving under the influence of drugs. She intended to gain sympathy, and this was the wrong place for doing all this. During the show, she was making lame excuses to every question of Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil just couldn't stop himself and started roasting her. Being a psychologist, he thought this wasn't upsetting, and he was treating her like a grown-up. He sarcastically commented on her entitlement and said that whenever she didn't have an answer, she would say sorry. This was weird on Dr. Phil's part because Farrah was already going through a lot, and to make fun of a mentally challenged person is not a polite thing to do.
I don't know the ramifications, like my legal team and my personal advisors are like...
Jessica and Patricia. Jessica, a guest of the show, was curious to know why her mother Patricia was lying that she had cancer and had 17 strokes. This was a serious issue and people were feeling sorry for the poor lady. According to Jessica, Patricia had brain surgery, but she wasn't a cancer patient. Patricia lied and would make an appearance on local TV channels, stating that she had the stage 3 cancer. She did everything to earn money from people and fundraisers. Moreover, the money she received by the scam wasn't used to improve her lifestyle. This was something very shocking for the audience and Dr. Phil. He stated that losing 100 pounds in 6 days is impossible. She turned him down, stating that she is not a doctor. Dr. Phil couldn't take it and yelled at her that it's impossible unless you are cutting off your body parts. Although the whole thing was a mystery, a professional such as Dr. Phil should not have resorted to yelling.
Too much attention about her scar. I care about you, and I do love you, but I'm not...
Courtney. She was 17 years old when she came to the show and wasn't shameful of her egotistic and overly aggressive behavior. She tried bullying kids. One time she duct taped a disabled kid's mouth shut, which led her parents to ask for help on TV. Dr. Phil listened to the way she thought about things. Courtney didn't change her attitude and replied with pretentious and overly confident statements satisfying her ego. Dr. Phil questions her that what is so special about her. She replied everything. She was just so self-obsessed. To reply to her self-obsessed answers, he passed a savage comment that they should plaster an enamel over her school. She was so dumb to understand what he was trying to say. Although the teenager deserved it, but she really hated Dr. Phil after being on his show.
Here, they could put my name a few more places, I guess, but...
Brittany. A high school dropout, 16-year-old Brittany proposed that high school was stupid. She believed that she could simply get a GED in cosmetology and crime scene investigation and be just as successful. The obnoxious teenager didn't want her mother to be in her life. Her mother stated that she was very aggressive and she had really explosive behavior. She was egoistic, that she had started making fun of all the questions Dr. Phil was asking her. He told him that knocking her down and picking her apart to find her weak points was pointless. He couldn't do anything and defeated her in a condescending tone.
Psychopath.
Okay,
You said she's a
psychopath she's constantly...
Sandy and Eileen. Eileen, being a mother of Sandy, came up on this show with her daughter's issue. Eileen thinks that Sandy is a slut because she would sleep with every man who wants to sleep with her. Sandy once dated a serial rapist, which got Eileen worried. Eileen thinks that Sandy is a lesbian as she was living with a girl as well. Just to track down Sandy, she made a fake account, and the comments she made on her post were hilarious, which were read on the show. Sandy once posted about being thankful for having a snooze button and an electric blanket. Eileen, as Claudia replied, "With all that fat, you need an electric blanket?" Just after reading all this, Dr. Phil couldn't stop his laughter.
Help me out here.
Let me say this.
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.